Good morning. Body has been waking me up at 6 hours of sleep and I feel fantastic. So I got everything ready. Today we're going to go to a yoga ashram and experiment with the teacher to see if I want to do a yoga teacher training. But I want to take you guys on this adventure with me. First we're going to go to the beach and do some sunrise yoga solo. And I want to show you today because I'm working on this program for you guys. I'm working on a program that will help massage therapists who are dealing with burnout save their body, heal their body, and heal their career, save their career. For so long, in my first couple of years being a massage therapist, I had so many questions and doubts about if I could last in the field. I didn't know how to have my own clients. I didn't know how to be my own boss. My body was aching. My digestion was getting weaker and weaker, and my health was starting to fall apart. And so I didn't see myself being in the field for years and years and years. And that's a sad thing because you invest so much time and money and energy and hope into this career, and you don't want all that to just go away. You know, I was thinking I want to be a healer. I wanted to be a physical therapist. I wanted to be a chiropractor. But both of those careers were over $150,000. And so when I got into massage therapy, I had hope. I found a way that I can be a great healer. But after even just a year of doing it, I was feeling burnt out. My back was hurting. My neck was hurting so much that when I tried to go to sleep, I would actually toss and turn because my neck, no matter where I put it, I was in such pain. And I called this the pillow campaign. I went on a campaign trying to buy all different kinds of pillows, not realizing that, you know, it was just my overwork. It wasn't the pillow's fault. I bought new mattresses, I bought new pillows, but nothing helped. I still remember I got a $110 pillow from Relax the Back. And I was so hopeful that this thing had like the perfect scientific shape. And I went home and I thought, finally, I'm going to get a good night's sleep. And I couldn't sleep still. I just tossed and turned. Man, I was doing cupping. I was doing the Theracane. I was doing foam rolling with the knobs. I was doing bubble baths and Epsom salt baths, essential oils. I started doing yoga. And nothing really changed until I started doing everything in yoga. Like everything in yoga. Like I didn't realize I was eating wrong food combinations that was lowering my energy, increasing the inflammation in my body. But the bottom line is I didn't have the right self-care plan. It wasn't sophisticated enough. As good as it sounds, it wasn't sophisticated enough because I didn't understand food, and I also wasn't doing enough energy work like in the yoga. Close these windows. Talk to you guys. And the other thing was, I was just working too many hours. I was working like 20, 25 sessions every week. Probably sometimes more, sometimes 30, which is insane. And I didn't understand, well, maybe I shouldn't work this much. I thought, well, I'm only working 30. I'm only working 20. I felt bad when I was working 20. See, I didn't even know what the standard was. I thought it was just normal to work 30 hours a week. And I didn't know how to get my own clients. And so that was the big issue, is that I didn't understand what the norm was, and I pushed myself too hard. And so eventually I just burnt out. I mean, I still remember I was just sitting in my parents' house talking to my dad thinking, why do I feel like crap? Like, I just feel like I hate my job. I don't want to go to work. My life is so empty. I'm just burnt out all the time. I haven't been socializing, you know, because it made me want to isolate when you're just in coping. You're just in coping so long. You just come home, you're sore, you're tired, you just want to eat, and then you eat so much, and then you're not eating the right food, and then it makes you even more tired. You're not going to want to go out. You're going to want to cope. You're coping. You're not in thriving. And so I wanted to have that feeling again where I was in thriving, where, you know, I had friends, I had a social life, I had energy, I had time for my family and energy for my family, but instead I was just using it all on my work and my clients. And so I felt like I didn't have work-life balance. And I also felt like my health was out of line and I wasn't happy about my work. And so what did I really have going for me? I invested everything into this career, but it seemed like the career was taking everything from me. You need health, you need wealth, but you also need love and happiness. And all I was getting from it was wealth. And at that, not even that much. And so it took me a long time to start to understand how to actually get clients, how to actually stop working as much, how to fix the mindset where I don't have to just constantly work too much. But I learned so much over the last 12 years being a massage therapist to decrease my workload, make more money doing less sessions. So I went from doing 25 sessions a week to doing 10 to 15 sessions a week, making more money because they were all my private clients. And so instead of splitting and making a cut where I'm making 50%, I'm keeping all of it. So I can instantly cut my costs. I can instantly decrease the amount of sessions I'm doing by half. So do 12 sessions a week instead of 25. And instantly, it's like your workload is cut in half, your stress is cut in half. And that was the miracle I needed. I realized, wow, I don't have to burn out in this profession. I can keep this profession. I can keep my investment. I can keep my hope in this profession. I don't have to face down all the anxiety of finding a new profession, switching careers, let alone, God forbid, switching industries. That's a killer. You don't want to switch industries more than once in your life. And so I was so happy that I could work less and make more money. And I also discovered yoga and Ayurveda, and that helped me heal my body in such a strong way. Because even if you're only working 12 to 15 sessions a week, you still have to keep yourself well. There's a certain amount of emotional contamination that can happen if you're working with unwell people. If you're working with strong, healthy people, it's different. But if you're working with people who are going through some negativity, some sickness, you're touching them, it's not just physical, it's energetic. A lot of the time, you don't want that to transfer to you. You have to understand different ways that you can cleanse, and different ways that you can cleanse your energy and your aura. And that's what yoga teaches. You use not just hatha yoga, that's a certain level of purification, but you use the breath work, and you also use mantra. And using all of these different things, exposure to nature, it helps cleanse you. And so I had to learn all of these different methods to actually boost my inspiration, boost my energy. And it took me to the next level. All of these things combined. Instead of being a therapist who is discouraged, fatigued, stressed, I went to being a therapist who was rich with money, but also just with energy and with hope and with inspiration. And that's the real rich. Real rich is not money. You can have money but not feel inspired and not feel whole and fulfilled. No, I found a way to find both. And it's the complete system of yoga. And so that's what I'm going to be working on for you guys, is how to help you feel the fullness and the wholeness in your body and in your business. Because I want massage therapists to stay in this field. I want you guys, as healers of the world, to stay in this beautiful field, to grow your business, to grow your practice, to grow your impact, to grow in your heart how happy you are in this field. It's a very beautiful thing. And I don't want people burned out in massage therapy. That's a damn shame that 80% of people are burned out within 3 to 5 years. I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference. I want you guys, I want massage therapists to thrive. I want us to be the healers in the world. I want us to not burn out. I want us to be healed. I want us to be strong. Because we have so much to offer, and God knows this world needs it. Anybody who's been through an injury, a challenge. Anybody who's been through any hardship knows the value of a real healer who cares, who can give you a solution that's not a scam, who can stand by you during your trial. There's trials and there's tribulations. A lot of people don't talk about them, but everybody has their own trials and tribulations. And when people are going through that, they need you. And I need you to be well so that you can be there for them. If you ever felt like you're here on this earth for a greater reason than just making money and fooling around, if you feel like you're here to heal people and to transform and to grow with these people, then I'm with you. You're my family if you resonate with that, because there's too much suffering here. And to be a healer means you care enough to do something about it in a straightforward way, not just like a cog in a machine. You want to feel for people. You really want to feel for people. You understand their pain, you understand their tears, and you want to make a big difference, even if it's just for a few people. If you can't do amazing, great things for many people, then just do simple, kind things for the people you can do for. If you can't do great things, then do simple things well. Never underestimate the power of kindness, and never underestimate the power of your healing presence in your hands. I love massage therapy. I love massage therapists. I love true healers. I love the loving heart. And I love everybody who feels the same way. And so I'm going to be making that. I'm going to be making that for y'all. And really, it's the child that I had to make for myself to save my career and to keep me going as a healer. And God bless you and everybody who feels the same way. All right, so I'm going to get out here, watch this beautiful sunrise, do some yoga and get charged up. But I'm going to show you today, it's a beautiful, wonderful day. It's International Day of Yoga. And what we're going to do today is go celebrate. Because damn, it's a beautiful day to celebrate. Oh, that smell of the ocean air. I've missed this so much. Oh my God. The smell of the ocean air. How absolutely just intoxicating. I haven't done this in way too long. Grab our little yoga mat. And we're off. So guys, I want to give you an update on the health journey. You know, if you also have been feeling like you're burning out, well, guess what? So was I for the past 6 months. And that's why I made this healing journey vlog to document my healing journey. And so I think this is going to be like episode 5. And I just want to share that healing is so possible. And I'm feeling so incredible now. I'm feeling so blessed. Like, I wake up with 6 hours of sleep feeling better than I did before with 10. This yoga has really transformed my body and my energy. I feel a different springiness in my body. I feel a different elasticity. I feel a certain vigor. I feel a certain endurance. The heat isn't bugging me. Other people are saying that they're hot. I'm not hot. Like, this is Florida. You know, I live in Miami, but we're in Boca right now. But yeah, the body is just changing in really interesting ways. And so I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share the different hatha yoga that I've been doing to make these changes. And you know, it's a process. It's definitely a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Depending on who you are, it could take a few weeks, a few months to build up momentum. But once you start building momentum and you planted the seed and the seed is taking root, then it starts giving you a certain stability in your soil. And so I'm feeling really good about it. And my digestion is better. This new diet is doing me good. I think not eating rice and mung beans has actually been refreshing. Like, I switched to just having fruit in the morning for my first 2 meals, which is incredible. You know, blending up that watermelon rind, the green of the watermelon, having some oranges. You know, it's Florida, so all that is summer food. And it's really, really blessed manna from heaven. And so that's been absolutely fantastic. And then just having a salad at night with, wow, look at this. Now that is heavenly. That is heavenly. Ooh. Wow, the smell of sand. Now this is what I came for. Wow. This is heavenly. Amen. How wonderful. Wow, this sand is so beautiful and soft on my feet. This is so extraordinary. I forgot what it was like to come here and enjoy the beauty of the morning. Oh my God. This is absolutely exquisite. I hardly remember the beauty of this sand on my feet. It's so soft and supple. Oh my God. This feels amazing. Man, this is bringing me back. Oh, this is amazing. Wow. I'm a happy guy right now. Wow, the sunrise, man. That is so exquisite. Oh, so grateful. I remember I used to still come. I used to come when I was really healthy, and I'd run on the beach in the mornings. I just get this amazing rush of energy and inspiration, and it felt so good to just do sprints on the beach. And I would do calisthenics with my buddy. We'd longboard from his condo, come over here to the calisthenics workout beach, and it brings me back to the feelings of youth, and how I would just have that amazing feeling of like pump, running around, being so full of energy. And I remember when that left, and I would miss it so much. I remember waking up on a Saturday morning and wanting to have energy to go out and run and get in nature and do my yoga. And so when I was stressed and burnt out, it became like a chore. It started to feel like I gotta do it to keep up my gains, or like to keep up my fitness, instead of just being a natural thing that I want to do. Like, I feel like I'm a golden retriever a lot of times. I just have so much energy that naturally I just have to get out and run. I have to get out, and I have to just be in nature and be happy. I just run around because I'm happy. I'm not doing it because it's fitness. I'm doing it because it's just life. And that's the natural feeling that I'm feeling again, is when you're just so healthy, you're just oozing with vitality. And you just do it because there's no other thing to do. You're just oozing with energy. And that's the feeling. That's what I mean when I say vitality. That's what I mean when I say vigor. In yoga, we call that ojas, where you have this charisma, this essence to your voice, to your personality, to your life force. Very powerful chi, where it lubricates you and makes it so that you can pass through life without friction. Whether that's dealing with people, whether that's your physical body, whether that's how you think, things are just lubricated and there's not as much conflict or problems. It's a wonderful feeling. It's such a wonderful, beautiful feeling to have that ojas. And it comes from a combination of taking care of the physical, the mental, and the energetic. really just, it feels magical. It really feels magical. It feels like you become some kind of hero. I'm telling you, I'm not just hyping this up. You get that feeling of like, when you were a teenager, you had much ojas. That's why you felt like invincible. Eat stuff off the floor. You just had so much bursting energy. You didn't care. Your immune system is so strong. It empowers your physical body in such interesting ways. You're so resilient. You're so bulletproof. You can miss sleep. You can stay up all night. That's ojas. That invulnerable essence makes you feel invulnerable. Now you can still deplete it. It's not magic. It's not like you have cheat codes from like Game Shark or something, Game Genie. But it definitely empowers you, and it's worth building up. A lot of these swamis, they say their power of speech and their influence came from their ojas. They build up the ojas in their brain to such a point to where it even impacts your voice. It even impacts how you look. It impacts your face. People can tell. It's just oozing. It's oozing from your eyes. Your heart is open. It makes you feel empowered. Your words have greater impact and influence because they're so deeply felt. And you can feel things again. You can feel people again. You can feel nature again. You can reconnect with God in nature again. God and people. And it makes you poetic. It makes your life very beautiful. And so that is what yoga can do for you. It's not just makes you flexible. When I say energy, I'm talking about this radiant, beautiful, godly energy, the ojas. That's the miracle of yoga. And then you can even go beyond that into insight, inspiration, revelation. And you can even get that before you get ojas, believe it or not. Ojas is not a prerequisite, but it's a very nice fruit. It's a very nice fruit. Anyways, just take a look. This is my home. This is where I grew up. I'm so blessed by my dad that he brought us here from Illinois. Such a wonderful, beautiful place to be. It's not cold. It's so tropical. It's so peaceful and beautiful. And look at how few people are here that enjoy this. Not many people. Not enough ojas. Getting them up. Ojas woke me up at 4:30 in the morning. And I said, hey, I'll take it. Because it gave me time to get ready and get out here. It's 6 a.m. The sun is rising. So it's time to honor the sun with some sun salutations. I'll join back with you guys.